Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the
Good
right
afternoon, sir.
time. Good, good. This is 5L students now? Yes. Is the screen is visible? How many members joined? Only 9 members joined today. Akash Chopra, Abhinav Thakur, Abhishek, Anurag Patel, Karnik Kumar, Niharika Singh, Prabal Raiza, Uday Tapak, and Vanshaj. Have you watched yesterday's sending and receiving broadcast? Have you completed that exercise? The 9 members, 10 members, how many of you did? So if not so, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you are having complete leave. So this week discuss projects, you can practice all the subjects, you can practice accordingly, allow the time for this learning and practice too. I hope, is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. We can continue. That's yesterday's works extended activity, the same project, and files can be copied in a new project, and you can give the name of the particular file with priority. And we can see what happens in it. So in this, assigning priorities to the broadcast receivers. If so, based on the priority, the broadcast will be received by the receivers. We are having one is implemented through the program code, one is based on the Android setting along with one Java file insertion. So there are two methods of broadcasting, sending and broadcast, sending and receiving. During creation, we are having two methods. One is through program code, another one is through Android manifest file settings. Even though we are saying the second one is a setting, we are in need of one class, Java class, new to be inserted in our project folder. So through which both are coding only. By the name, it differs with program code as well as Android manifest setting. In both we completed yesterday. The first through the code what we have implemented, that is first during runtime, that is received and it's shown through the toast message. And second, through Android manifest, what we set it, that will be displayed in the next. They are not having any priority in it. In this particular project right now, the same extended work, only assigning the priority with some new codes and lines of code we are going to see. Through which, what's the specialty in it? The second, through Android manifest, what we set it, that will be given as a first priority receiving. The broadcast that will be, that message will be shown prior. And next, the program code based, what broadcast we created and sent, that will be received in the next. That's called setting the priority to the broadcast. And now this is a trial and a demonstration on this. When the need arises in your application, the application context, when you are analyzing, there is a plenty of need of this broadcast creation as well as receiving. So in such a time, this particular tutorial, what you are learning right now, that will be helpful. So that's assigning priority to the broadcast is the concept today, along with one more simple concept what we planned, what I planned today to deliver in the sense, during the booting up, an app to be opened automatically. Auto launch of app when your device boots up. So this a specific example for this application in other platform, Windows platform, we can easily say when you are using this ATM machines of bank, there Windows operating system equipped system is that particular machine. There Windows operating system is installed. When you are not aware about this and you cannot see that particular thing. When you are switching on the particular system, the Windows operating system boots up, and immediately in the auto launch mode, the ATM application what they designed that will be appeared on the screen. You can only access the ATM application by providing the card and its passcode, then withdrawal or getting the message or changing the PIN code. These are all the application specific operations on the particular ATM application. In such a way, the Windows operating system is equipped in every ATMs. And when the Windows boots up, Windows doesn't display like your laptop or PC. That will be hidden in auto launch mode. The particular application will be ATM transaction application will be appeared on the screen in the ATM machines. That's a perfect example for auto launch. Even you can take the automotive, the cars and the sophisticated cars, what now comes with infotainment system. They are equipped with the this particular, these infotainment systems are based on Android. Auto Android development also available. In such a condition, when you are developing an app, you can make that particular app with auto launch option. When the device boots up, when the device switches on or initializes, immediately the particular app has to be displayed. None of other apps like your phone, the device, what you're having, in such a way, it might not be displayed. That's the purpose of auto launch, where none of other operations are restricted, only based on the Android operating system. Your own developed app can be used for the context specific, or the intended purpose will be solved. In such an environment, we can make use of this auto launch application. That's a second concept. These two today we will discuss. I hope 16 members joined. Are you listening the session what I'm conducting right now in the active mode? If so, you type in the chat box. Yes. Good, good. Everyone you message. Today, two concepts within the specified time we have to see. Already the project folder, one folder is uploaded, and Chalkpad also, the lecture notes is uploaded, and you can get through the WhatsApp group also. Now the second project folder will be uploaded near soon during the class session. I didn't upload that recently. I completed that, and we can have the view on it. Are you ready? See, assigning priorities. To show receiving of broadcast with priorities by creating a simple app in Android Studio. That's a problem. The logical concept of broadcast and creating an Android app in Android Studio is a prerequisite to do that. While receiving the broadcast, the priority-based broadcast receiving functionality is added in the project as operation practices, assigning priorities to broadcast receivers. When you send a broadcast using the send broadcast method, all the broadcast receivers that match the specified action are called in a random fashion. Yesterday through program code, that's the first step. It's executed. Then second, the Android manifest setting is executed. In the random fashion, they are received. They are sent as well as received. What if you want to assign a particular order to the broadcast receivers? So some broadcast receivers will be called before others. This is called assigning priority to the broadcast. Now, you don't have any idea about what priority, which broadcast we have to provide, but in your future development, when you are sitting in a complex problem solving, that's the need arises to set the broadcast. For that, this particular tutorial will help you to have an idea how the broadcasts are provided with the priorities. Prior to that, we will go to the development screen. We see that yeah, this is given in the name of the same send REC broadcast was yesterday's discussion. Broadcast priority is a new project. The same file contents you can copy. No need to do newly. All the files what we had in the previous project, the same is existing. Only the priority settings are inserted in the code. Come to this. To do that, you need to assign a priority to the broadcast receivers. So first one is dynamic broadcast receivers programmingly assigning a priority. Assign a priority to a broadcast receiver. Use the set priority method. So on resume yesterday we had a method in which a function we had in which we have to insist this particular line indent filter dot set priority as 10. The set priority method takes a priority value between 0 as a default and 1000 is a range. The larger the number, the higher the priority it has, and hence broadcast receivers with a higher priority are called before those with lower priority. So higher value if you are providing, that will be called first. If more than one broadcast receiver has the same priority, they are called randomly. Again, you are providing this value for another indent also, the broadcast also with the same priority, 10 you are assigning, that will be called randomly. That's a program-based dynamic broadcast receivers. And another method we are having static broadcast receivers. To set priority of broadcast receivers, the Android manifest XML file use a Android priority attribute. Yesterday we have given this in this only in the indent filter new attribute which is called Android priority as 50. That in the sense the second, if you are not setting any priority, the program-based code-based broadcast will be received first. Then Android manifest setting-based priority will be called the next. Am I right? In such a condition, in this particular same development, what you did the same, only the priority we are setting through program, we have set the priority as 10. And in Android manifest setting, that's a second broadcast for which the priority value is set as 50. In which the basic concept, the larger the number, it has the highest priority. Yeah. Then broadcast receivers with higher priority are called before those with lower priority. In this development, what's going to happen in the sense, the highest value is the second broadcast through Android manifest. That will be initiated first, that will be received first. Then the program code through what we develop, that will be called next or received next. That's a basic concept. Now we can see the code window in main activity. On receive, we are having at this place, wait. So on receive, here we are having indent filter set priority as 10 as per the instruction. On resume, this particular to the program code, only one line in the yesterday's project we are adding. Then this is program. Then Android manifest, it's a same class file is needed. Same class file in which there is nothing is provided. Come to the Android manifest. In the receiver, only one parameter. What is that? Indent filter element in which one attribute. Here, if you are providing the priority value is assigned. Back to this. The preceding example sets the priority 50 to send a broadcast that is delivered to broadcast receivers with higher priority first. You can use the send broadcast method. So in on-click listener, view on-click. So in which send order broadcast I comma null, a new statement method you have to include in it. It will avoid the random receiving and it will provide the priority based broadcast will be received. Instead, you need to use the send order broadcast method, passing it an intent object plus any additional permission that the receiver must have in order to receive your broadcast. Okay. Now come and see here. We have included this in yesterday's code send broadcast for random mode. This code was present. Now that is replaced with this send ordered broadcast. That's a null. This is syntax I command null, the correct intent, and there is no receiver permission is needed for which. Now we will see the execution. Prior to that, we come here. If you try to send the broadcast now, you will notice that the broadcast receiver declared in the Android manifest file is called first. That's the Android manifest is called first because that is assigned with the highest number value on the priority. Here we have set as 50, but in the program code, we have set the value as 10. So highest number value will be called first. If you want to send a broadcast to only broadcast receivers with the permission to access the internet, you will specify the permission in the second argument of the send ordered broadcast method like this. Internet permission is needed. We'll see the output of this. I hope all are listening. Those who are actively participating, just type S. Now we are 24 in the meeting as members. 24 members are present. You can provide your response. It's not the game. If you provide, I'll be energized. Yeah, send broadcast using priority. Normally, if we are not providing these setting values, what will happen? The program based first broadcast will be received. Now I am pressing this button. So second, my second broadcast receiver is displayed. Then the first one is now displaying. The information, the output is provided here. So about the broadcast, you can use about broadcast method under this on receive. So after providing the broadcast, you can stop completely, close it. The receivers will be disabled. Thereafter, no broadcast will be received. For that also code is there. You can check yourself. When broadcasts are sent using the send ordered broadcast method, these receivers are called in order of the priorities defined. When a broadcast receiver of higher priority receives the broadcast, it will be handled that the broadcast will be passed to the next broadcast receiver in line. In some scenarios, you might want to handle the broadcast and stop the broadcast from being propagated to the next receiver. Once it's over, you can terminate or disable or abort the receiving functionalities using the abort broadcast method. In the preceding code, the my second broadcast receiver class aborts the broadcast after receiving it. You are supposed to provide in the Java class file. In the sense, next it won't be displayed. That is the Java. See here, you can provide this as enabled about broadcast. The second broadcast is received. Thereafter, it aborts the receiving operation. That's an example using this. I hope everyone are viewing the screen. It's clearly visible to you. Okay. Keep as it is, come to the notes. This you can copy the codes and contents of the yesterday development and you can make use. The G Drive based project folders are provided for your easy of learning. Take the class notes, lecture notes and prepare yourself. That's a best practice. So how you are supposed to create the same is given here. Only some string values you are changing. Apart from that, nothing in it. The same activity what you performed yesterday is provided here. So your application now has two broadcast receiver objects. One you registered program through the program code in the onReceive method, and one in the Android manifest file. If you send a broadcast now, second receiver will be called first, and then the first receiver based on the priority assigned. That's a conclusion. Now it's a new learning. Again, auto launching application at boot time is the today's concept. Can anyone say now I explained in the beginning, the ATM based and which one? The car, automotive cars are when the sophistication is needed with the infotainment systems as a display. There, the Android operating system is used, and only the infotainment application must be appeared on the screen. These two are the example. Apart from that, is there any example is existing for the auto launch in any platform, not only in Android? Vansh, Akash Chopra, Nitish Tatwal, Abhinav Thakur, Karnik, Hitesh Kumar. Take 30 minutes of exploration. You analyze based on your experience where you face this information. You just provide me the detail now. Apart from ATM machine, which is having the auto launch under Windows platform, and infotainment systems in the car, for sophistication purpose, they are equipped with the Android operating system. Only one app will be there. There it's auto launched. Is there any example based on your? Please repeat once again. I'm repeating, Satvik. Auto launch. See here, for example, I will show this created. Nothing we have discussed. Only the output now we are going to see. Already it is deployed. and switching off the device. If you run from the project, this is the auto launch app creation. This is the project under this. If you run in the sense, automatically it will launch. Now I'm going to run this particular AVD through AVD manager. We are not, already it is deployed. Auto launch app is just deployed. Now you are switching on the device. This in the sense, you're switching on the device. It is not executed through run from the Android Studio. From the AVD manager, we are invoking the device. Just we are switching on the device. Yeah, when the device is initialized, this application opens. Now you understand, from the Android Studio, through the run button or executing, we have not initiated the device. Just we switched off the device. Through the AVD manager, we invoked. This is called auto launch. In such a way, in ATM machines, under the Windows operating system, they have created a Windows app for the purpose of ATM transactions. The interface, user interface appears during the boot up is over with the Windows operating system. This is also another example in the Android platform. This application, when you are switching on the device, automatically it comes and occupies. Others you cannot access. If you are not providing any option to come out from this application, no other applications from the device can be utilized. In such a way, ATM machines are functioning. Infotainment systems in automotive, they are functioning. Once you switch on background, the Android OS may be there. Only one application will be displayed. Then several applications they may have in it. Based on those applications, we can operate on the particular device. In such a way, is there any example based on your experience up to now with various systems you are interacting? In such a way, are you having any auto launch application have you come across? That's the question. Yes, in the sense you can provide yes, unless you can provide no. That's also a response. Or type just N. Those who have an idea, you can provide yes, unless you can press capital N. Come on, quick, provide the response. It's a simple design. We are having two text view, and in which just information display we are having. Welcome to auto launch application. Happy learning and practicing. Yeah, somebody is typing. Amazon Alexa is a AI based. Amazon Alexa, what does it mean? Satvik Chandal, very nice. After strong analyzation, you have provided the answer. That's an attitude. Every individual now totally 29 members are joined in the meeting. Everyone are having potential. Whether it's right or wrong, whether I know the concept or not, you are supposed to provide the answer. What is this Alexa, Satvik? We'll take 2 minutes of discussion on it. I think chatbot. It's AI based, I think. Artificial intelligence based chatbot. Okay, we'll discuss with Satvik Chandra later. 29 members. Don't hide yourself whenever you are having a chance to explore and present yourself. When the opportunity comes, you are supposed to say with your analyzed reply content. That's very much needed. Yeah, good. Now people are responding. Alexa can be simply put to work by giving the command. The echo device uses speech recognition to perform the tasks or commands given by the user. Whether it's restricts all other functionalities of the particular platform where in which it is deployed. That's called auto launch. Now you started analyzing and thinking about what is this auto launch and what is this AI based, artificial intelligence based system, what they developed, whether it maybe comes under auto launch. That analyzation begins. That's called the creation of the audience. They must be created in such a way. I have raised this question to create you. Okay, it's keep yourself. This discussion will help you to explore more when you are being having free time, when you are being free. At this motivation, we are moving. Yes, sir. Good, good, good. Nice. Everyone has 21 answers must be flowed on the chat box. Don't hide ever yourself when you are provided with an opportunity to project or present yourself with your skills. Come out from the student mentality, enter into the developer mindset. Each and every 29, those are attending, they are not students right now, they are developers on Android applications. Once you set yourself in such a way, you can excel. So the problem in it, to show auto launch application by creating a simple app in Android Studio, the logical prerequisite is Android app creation in Android Studio is needed and knowledge on broadcast receiver. Logical operations of auto launch of an Android app. That's the operation. Practices auto launching application at boot time. So automatically start the application whenever the device starts up. There is a need to register a broadcast receiver along with. See here, this is a technically a small piece of method what we are learning today. When you are sitting with the very huge project or in complex projects where this small part will be in need, that time you can easily cope up with and you can work further. Okay, that's the reason as a small apps, this basic level, you're entering into the introduction level of Android development. I cannot push you with complexities. So block, small concepts, you keep these projects in hand. When need arises, you can refer and you can do later on, it will come into the practice and you can excel in this particular development. That's my motto and theme and aim to insert the concepts through this lecture. To auto launch your app during device boot up, add a new class to your package and ensure that it extends the broadcast receiver base class. The following boot up receiver class is an example. This is added in the new class file. That in the sense, this application has one new Java file to be inserted. In the main activity, we are not performing anything. Directly, we are dealing with the new class what is inserted in which you are supposed to insert this code. That's the first thing. When the device boots up, it will fire the broadcast receiver. See here the same indent. That must be boot up receiver is the name of the Java file newly what you added. That extends the broadcast receiver, in which the same indent, context and main activity class, it adds the flag indent flag activity new task. This must be added properly and context start activity. When the device boots up, it will fire this broadcast receiver and call the on receiver method. To display your activity when the device boots up, you will use an indent object. This flag activity new task to be added in that object. To register the broadcast receiver, you need to add the receiver element to the Android manifest XML file. So that is, one is the permission. You are supposed to use this particular permission. That's the Android permission, receive boot completed. After the boot completed, this app has to be initialized. Then here under the receiver parameter, the name boot up receiver, the second Java file what you inserted, that must be called here. under the receiver. Now see the development. Here, this is a summary. It doesn't have any detailed information in the beginning. Now come to this development phase, you can have everything. Create a new project with a name called Auto Launch App Creation. Only 2 text boxes we are placing in it. You
Hello.
can see. Who is calling hello? Anything you want to convey? Now the 32 members join. Who called hello? Nothing wrong? Don't interrupt. Then here there is no manipulation ID is provided. So the activity main after the code what's that is having only the string resources in which 2 text boxes filled with hard-coded text. Welcome to the auto launch application and happy learning and practicing file students. In the 2 text view we have placed this for which the string constants are defined. Now the code in which already by default the same code will be available when you are creating the project. In the main activity file, we are not having any of the manipulation activities in it. Leave as it is. Next, come to the to auto launch your application during device boot up, add a new class named boot up receiver. Right click and add a new class and provide the name, whatever name you can provide, the same name must be used in the manipulation point of view as a code setting. And extends the broadcast receiver base class. Create the broadcast receiver class in another Java class. The following code shows a boot up receiver.java file with broadcast receiver as base class. How you are supposed to include, right click, create the new Java class. Here we are having in such a way, and in which the boot up receiver extends broadcast receiver in such a way as a base class you have to create. Here only one text message is used, app started. What it has in it in the sense indent I, new indent, the same context, main activity class is opened. If why we are calling this main activity in the sense that's having the UI in it. So always main activity class will be displayed in the sense the first activity, the first screen will be displayed. This you are setting flag activity, new task here, context start activity. That's all the code under the boot up receiver. Next main setting you are supposed to provide under the user's permission under the Android manifest XML. This particular line to be included unless it won't work properly. This is called permissions. Android app permissions are provided under the manifest file. The first permission example we are working with receive boot completed. This particular app has to be called or received when the booting of the device is completed. It has to be called. That's the permission. Then in the receiver indent filter, what we are having here in the code, it's missed. Just a minute. Let's see. Yeah, the same code is added. Nothing in it. Only the permission tag you are including and indent filter. That receiver element based tag is missing. That we are including in it. This application will now be automatically launched when the device has booted up. Now, for example, even if you run with this code in the sense, normal execution will be happened. It's not the way to show the booting up. It's a normal install. This is not the proper example to show the output. Whenever all the projects, when you are executing, the same appearance will be there. This is not, this is the way to show the auto launch. Now we have installed. I'm closing this. Now I am closing this complete project. Here, entire project is closed now. I'm opening the AVD manager. Prior to that, we have to switch off this device. Now no device is there. See here from this through AVD manner, just a device is invoked now. Now this is equal to switching on your device. Yeah, auto launch is executed properly. Here it will allow you to go to the next. But in other consistent application wherein which you need, it won't allow to move to the next tab. Only the administrators have the privileges to work in auto launch based systems. I hope now it's a little clear and you are having the tutorial this 15A, which consists two activities. One is yesterday project's extended information, and the new one is the auto launch code. I have to place the auto launch on the drive. It's a time for attendance. Everyone be active and provide your 33 members are present today. We can have, I will start this upload then. If you now come to the attendance point of view. Akash Chopra,
Yes, sir.
today I have conducted the class little fast track mode. Akash,
No, sir.
beach, yeah, you follow that. So 2 days of leave you are having Saturday and Sunday. Every 33 members who attended and who missed, all are having the resources and the contents, what to do with you. Even I will send the video lecture, Zoom recordings to today evening. So keep all these things within these 2 days, you practice it, make yourself improved in the development. Anurag Sharma,
Yes, sir.
Jatinpreet Singh, absent. Saklani,
Present, sir.
good. Nitesh,
Present, sir.
okay, that's called energized. Prashant Bharadwaj absent. Vanshida Dikshit. Vanshida, mic is not working. Corrected. Okay. Harinderjit Singh. Harinderjit. You might attend or put in the chat box. Absolutely. Okay. Raghav Sandal,
Present, sir.
Raghav Mittal. Yeah, absent. Morning, he was little tired in the NCC. Aditya Pushpam. Absent. Hitesh Chand.
Present, sir.
Good. Hitesh Chand present. Next, Prabal Rise. Prabal.
Present.
Good. Shamal.
Yes, sir.
Good. Anurag Patel.
Present, sir.
Ayush.
Present, sir.
Aditya Chaudhary.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Aryan.
Present, sir.
Karthik Thakur.
Present, sir.
Okay. Then Prakshit.
Present, sir.
Shubham. Absent. Shubham Ketan Trivedi. Then Utkaresh Rai.
Present, sir.
Oh, yeah. Then Anuj Kumar.
Present, sir.
Good. Asantosh.
Present, sir.
Karnik Kumar present. Am I right? Karnik.
Yes, sir.
Good. Pratmesh. Absent. Shivans Tulsi. Absent. Absent. Yashika Arora.
Present, sir.
Good. Somebody they message. Two chat messages. Just a minute. Because was Anuj Kumar present. Message in the chat. Oh, Shivans Tulsi. Shivans Tulsi for today. And what is the number? One more who said yesterday? Anuj Kumar. Anuj Kumar yesterday. Yesterday. Next, Satvik Chandal present.
Yes, sir.
Good. Vanshaj.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Here
Abhishek Thakur.
Present,
Niharika.
Present, sir.
Good. Hitesh Kumar.
Present,
Kavish Verma. Hitesh Kumar
Present, sir.
Kavish. Good. Both are present. Tushar Rana.
Present, sir.
Abhinav Thakur.
Present, sir.
Abhinav Sharma.
Present, sir.
Isha Agarwal.
Present, sir.
Good. Tushar Segar. Also today he is absent. Something happened to him. Uday.
Present, sir.
Don't miss the classes. Attend all the classes, Uday. Nitish.
Present, sir.
Nitish, if you are facing any issue through group, you can communicate after class hours. Cope up with. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done. Well done. I'm stopping this share now. Very good. Now the members can disconnect from the meet. It's a right practice. Uday Tabak, Satvik Chandan, Niharika. If anything want to discuss, you can do. Unless you can. Akash Chopra, Abhinav Sharma, come quick. Ayush. Karnik, Satvik Chandal, somewhere else he went. Abhinav Sharma. Okay, thank you. I'm terminating this meeting connection. Thanks to all.